It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. Tell them Canada Dry.
It means you're in for a surprise. I just hit the ignition, and I'm going into warp drive. Tell him, EVP Joe.
JFB, Canada Dry.
Yeah.
Hell, even Juicy Justin. Hit that music.
Clear for takeoff.
That's all systems go. We need that AFW logo up. Stat.
You're watching the AFW Network.
Hey, everybody. It's the JFB, James from Boston. How you doing?
How the hell are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Why don't you introduce yourself, JFB?
I'm the JFB.
That was his introduction.
Oh, he's got this build up. He'll say, "Keep my supper warm." Like,
oh, that's safe for
shenanigans, officer. Like,
we have a great show to talk about. He wants to talk wrestling.
I want to talk wrestling. I want to talk about one of the things.
Should I just introduce myself then?
Yeah, go ahead. Introduce yourself.
Because I got a shtick, I got a shtick.
As long as you don't F it up, trying to change it up.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, you.
Am I wrong? No, sir.
Hey, I didn't practice it last time because it was Star Wars Day. All right. I am your Canadian hero, your patron saint of professional wrestling. I am that gingered up, bubbly son of a bitch. I'm Canada effing dry. How the hell are ya?
I'm doing good. Hey, that was a great intro. Holy cow.
That's like I could promo that in the middle of the ring with like 50,000 people.
Oh yeah. They would be they will all be stuck blessing them. It'd be awesome. Oh, just feel
everyone's blessing themselves. I want to be blessed. Bless me, patron saint.
This guy in the corner over here. Let's talk about the guy who's got a haircut and a shave, 2 bits.
Yep.
Oh, I just realized the beard is gone.
Yeah.
I was long overdue.
What happened?
I went and got a haircut, and I was like, you know what? If I'm getting a haircut, I can't have the big ass bushy beard. Plus, I'm on the East Coast, and JFB and Juicy Justin can attest that the heat is coming and the humidity. It has to go. It's not winter time.
Is it gone for a while now?
Until it grows back and I cut it off again. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the beard is coming back.
Oh yeah. I will never be clean shaven. I hate the way I look.
Right now you got a bit of a goatee.
I have a full beard. It's just I had to barber. Just do a one all around.
Okay, so it's not very thick on the sides.
No, it's very thin at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's on its way back. We'll have the old EVP Joe in no time.
It's me. It's the EVP here on a beautiful Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Here to talk some wrestling.
Yeah.
You got your Just Keep Fighting shirt on.
All of AFW.
You got your Just Keep Fighting shirt on.
We got this guy right here. He's got the Keep Fighting shirt. We got this guy down below. He's Juicy. Juicy to me may mean something different to you.
Okay, before he introduces himself, Juicy Justin, this is what I gotta know. Exactly how juicy are you?
See, I'm not gonna F this up this time. Just ask the ladies.
Oh, ask the ladies. Okay.
Is it like Starburst Juicy?
Sure, let's go with that.
Or is it Gushers Juicy?
Gushers! Oh God, I could use
You need a Juicy Justin shirt with a gusher.
I'm like 5 minutes away from getting out of my seat and grabbing something to eat.
You know what? The Gusher should be the U in Juicy.
Yes, Juicy Justin shirt.
So normally my introduction would be like I'm proud to be from the city of Boston, but right now I'm not so proud.
Why?
But I'm happy to be here and talk some wrestling, and that's about it.
Yeah.
He's upset that his Boston Celtics have blown not one, but 2 20-point leads in the playoffs.
Yeah, but they're not eliminated.
Might as well be. They lost 2 at home.
To the
They got
Knicks.
20 in each game.
To the Knicks.
Do you think that? Okay, so do you think that the Boston Celtics?
Yeah.
Do you think that they're going to lose this game? I don't think so. They're going to come back.
This
lost.
series is over. This series is over.
Yeah.
They're eliminated.
Already talking about breaking up the band.
No, but they're going back to a hard place.
No. They're going to have a comeback. I got my rally cap on, and I'm ready to go.
Canada Dry, I'll tell you, I'll make a bet with you, okay? If they go up 3-2 come next Wednesday, I will come on here and say that you are right, okay? However, if they lose come next
And
Wednesday,
not only that, you'll say I'm juicier than you.
yes, I will say that.
Okay.
But if they lose the series, then I'm right.
All right, I got to get this stupid hat off.
The windshield's going, holy cow, that was juicy. So I want to give you guys a quick inside baseball. So I'm a video editor. In real life, I edit videos, I do motion graphics. So our intros are mostly done by me. Sometimes I'll ape them from other ones and kind of combine them all together. But to create that motion graphic took me about 2 weeks to do. And that's
the one that our intro here to the show?
Yeah. And that includes 4 hours, maybe 3 to 4 hours building that creation. So I've been in talks with this person on a job board site about doing motion graphics for him. And I sent him examples of what I did. He says, hey, do this for me, make a motion graphic for this, which I did as part of the application process. And he's like, wow, that looks really amazing. How do I get rid of the watermark? Because I watermark everything. So nobody
you hire me and pay me is how you get rid of the watermark.
So then when he asked me what my rate was, which as a freelancer will vary job to job, but I average about $60 an hour doing motion graphics. Sometimes I do less, sometimes I charge more. It just depends on the project. This person laughed and said, we thought you could do this for $15 an hour. Mind you that this includes all revisions. Know your worth. I laughed at his face and then I hung up because that was the most ridiculous conversation I had. Let's talk wrestling.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I want to first, before we even get started, I want to talk about Taz. I love Taz when Taz was in ECW. I love Taz through his horrible WWE streak. I loved him even more when he did commentary. I missed the Taz show as a podcast and a live.
What about Taz and TNA?
Oh, I love Taz and TNA.
Oh, Taz was awesome in TNA.
Yeah. And I love Taz for one reason, is that he loves professional wrestling. Not the craft or the carny bat. He just loves wrestling. So when that guy says, well, that was not that right move, it's a half move, this is how you really do the move, is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And when he says, hey, what do I know? I mean, escaping another person's submission. I've only been doing it for like 20 years. What do I know? I love Taz. I just wanted to give Taz a shout out.
While we're talking about Taz, AEW put out this hype package for the residency at the 2300 building, and Taz is the voiceover for it.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah.
I met Taz in real life, and I spent about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. This is why he was in the WWE. And that guy is humble as F. But I'm telling you right now, the knowledge I have about professional wrestling, he has in his pinky nail, the top of it. It's incredible. Let's talk wrestling. We get a promo from, and I'm going to just warn you, I got hot takes and opinions about this show. But Hangman Page comes out. Number one, get a haircut or wear a wig, because that haircut is horrible. He literally, like, if you gave him glasses like mine, you'd see him with Charles or whatever Hanson from To Catch a Predator, because that's kind of what that haircut looks like. But he comes to the ring and he talks about Swerve and this redemption and changing the, turning the corner or whatever. And then Ospreay comes out because Ospreay is his opponent for Double or Nothing for the Owen Cup final. And then out comes Don Callis and his family. They get into a banter with Hangman and Ospreay. And Ospreay says, hey, we're going to make this a tag team match right now. Mind you, they're in street clothes. And Hangman grabs his hand and they have an exchange and Hangman leaves. It was absolutely brilliant. That didn't necessarily need Don Callis at all, period. You just don't. Cannon Dry, your thoughts?
I think I know what this is building up to. I love that they had to put those little story arcs in there about Swerve and Hangman to kind of close that chapter. They just did a couple little things, a couple interactions between Swerve and him. Swerve says, I know I screwed up.
Yeah.
And it's amazing how hot Swerve Strickland is. You just have to mention his name, and the crowd's like, whose house?
Whose house?
Yeah, I think I know what this is leading with Don Callis and them coming out. I say the Don Callis family goes over in this match because something's going to happen between Hangman and Will Ospreay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you got to need him because this is the setup for the friction.
Let's go, Joe.
I love this promo. But before we get that, can because you didn't bring it up, can we talk about the new entrance theme and how it gave me flashbacks to like early 2000s Power Rangers entrance theme or theme songs?
It doesn't work.
I love it, but it just screams Power Rangers to me.
I didn't like it at all. I was actually, it's funny. I did write it down, and I did want to kind of mention it, but in all honesty, it's garbage. I mean, it just doesn't fit your show. You need gritty. You need metal. You need just grime and grunge.
I missed the original Dynamite song.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't know why they went with this. It's almost like, hey, we're kid friendly, but Top Flight's bleeding on the in the ring later in the show. Pick a lane and stay with it, dude. Be AEW. Be different.
Yeah.
If I want to hear stupid entrance shenanigans, I'm going to watch WWE religiously.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the promo.
Yes.
Loved it. This is, apart from some of his post-match promos in New Japan, this is probably the best Will Ospreay promo I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Because he was serious. And he's even going on record before he says, usually when he does his promos, he gets excited, and that's when he starts cussing and saying bruv, and the British accent comes out thick.
Yeah.
But
He's autistic. He's autistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like tonight, like he was super focused, hyper concentrated, and I thought it was a great promo. Justin, you're going to give me a seizure. You changing these colors?
Yeah, seriously, dude. You at a disco? You at the club? Are you in the VIP lounge?
Disco Justin.
No, that's my Celtics. That's my Celtics light that I have in the background.
I'm surprised you still have it, considering their performance thus far.
All my Celtics stuff's in the closet already. It's baseball season at this point.
Hey, baseball to me will kick off when the Celtics are gone, and that could possibly be Monday.
It'll be Monday at the earliest. What do you think of the promo, Juicy Justin?
So everything that Joe and Canadroy said that I and you, Jeffy, I absolutely agree. However, I do agree with this new Dynamite theme. I do not like it at all.
It's horrible.
I want the old theme back. I want the light, the fuse, and everything. And 3, 2, 1, boom, to go off. And
Yeah.
Guys, they got all this new money. They have to spend it on something.
I mean, I totally agree with Tiff. I mean, it
You
just
can't pick both lanes.
but the promo itself, I love this.
It's a one-off.
I love this, and I agree. Don Callis didn't need to be in this promo whatsoever.
No, he did.
No, he did. It's because how else
You
are
got
you
to
going
set
to
up
do?
next week's betrayal
How
between
else
the
are
two.
you going to do the classic? Will they coexist storyline? That
Well,
is
yeah, true.
professional
Yeah,
wrestling.
yeah.
true. Okay, I probably wasn't paying attention to that part, but I was paying attention to everything else in the
Justin,
promo.
keep your screen straight.
I'm okay, trying, really trying.
I mean,
Anything
in
else,
all,
Justin?
Nope, I'm good.
in all honesty, it was not a bad Hangman Page promo either. He really did, I mean, he talked it with some depth. I mean, he was 3-dimensional until Ospreay came in. Ospreay took over. All the energy went to Ospreay. It absorbed Ospreay. I mean, that's the sucky part. It left Hangman Page because the rest of it was just, yeah. So we go to FTR, who show up at the desk, confronting Tony Schiavone. So we're gonna have two guys in their 40s. We're gonna have a guy. I don't know how old he is. He could be 97. Black don't crack. Okay. I have a good friend who is the same age as me. Looks exactly like he did in high school. I am angry about it. But and they get in front and start fronting Schiavone, and then they talk about I kind of missed it. I think they offered, it's going to be Daniel Garcia versus any member of FTR, which I think would be hilarious if it was Stokely Hathaway. I think it would be absolutely hilarious. Canada Dry, what did you think of this?
Yeah, I like the antics of Stokely Hathaway.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Stokely Hathaway fan, and I'm glad that he's got a prominent role.
Yeah.
With prominent wrestlers, because he's everything in this business. He's one of the best.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for this where these guys are going, because they're on a big clash. They're gonna have a big clash, and it's gonna be a good one.
Heck yeah. What do you think, Joe?
Man, they need to do something to Schiavone. Punch him. Do something. I'm tired of week in, week out. Why are you calling me names? Because he's a freaking commentator. What else is he going to do? And this is making me think less of FTR, the fact that all they're doing is crying and complaining. Like, y'all are the greatest tag team. You're supposed to be badasses, not crybabies.
Yeah.
You are ruining yourself. Stop it.
Your
Go
legacy.
there tomorrow.
No, they're heels. Heels are supposed to do shit like that.
Oh, this is different.
See, you know, there's more than one type of heel in wrestling. But WWE has gone away to where it's only one type that everyone knows. They forget that there can be a badass heel, which is missing sorely in wrestling, in my opinion.
Yeah. Absolutely. Justin.
Well, wait. How are they not still badass?
Because they're whining.
Because they're whining?
Yeah, they cry about everything. They
do
literally
something.
cry about
Don't
everything.
bitch about it. Do something.
Listen, 97, Bret Hart was the best whiner there ever was, and never will be.
Yeah,
and they're following in Bret's
whiner.
No, that's different. The way they are portraying themselves, because when Bret, I mean, it's apples oranges. It's not the same.
There's nothing wrong with being a whiny heel.
They are not the kind to be whiny, though. They're the kind to come in, kick ass, leave bodies, and go home.
I disagree. But let's find out what Juicy Justin thinks.
What do you think, Justin?
I'm on Joe's side.
Oh,
sorry, but I'm on Joe's side here. Tony
Northern
Schiavone needs to
Mafia,
get
rise up. No.
yeah.
Let's see what's your reasoning here.
Tony Schiavone needs to get punched in the face. He's like the Michael Cole of the WWE and be like, hey, I'm not the one that tapped out, and then all of a sudden has like a sidekick save him from getting choked out. No, Tony Schiavone needs to get punched in the face, and if it doesn't happen soon, then
Maybe tomorrow we might see it on Collision.
I'm hoping. I'm praying it does.
You're praying that someone's got you're one
Something has to happen
puppy.
tomorrow.
Praying for somebody to get punched in the face.
Personally, I think we see the turn tomorrow night finally.
He's like Drew McIntyre.
I think we finally see Danny Garcia join FTR tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because good Lord, it's been dragging on long enough. It should have happened last week when he came out with a lead pipe. Should have just whacked whoever was in the ring with FTR.
Yep. I agree. Sark Harley Cameron and Anna Jay. Harley Cameron is there hyping her up, and she gives her a piggyback ride out to, thank God, our first match of the night. It is an eliminator match. It is also a four-way match, which means bloodline rules. Anything goes.
Well, let's talk about that amazing promo by Anna Jay and Harley Cameron.
Yeah.
We're talking about TNA, tenacity, and what was the other one?
Aggression.
And aggression.
Yeah.
And then Anna Jay's like, and tits and ass.
And then Anna goes, who wants to be choked out? And Harley's like,
Me, please.
And then the piggyback ride to the ring.
Harley
Cameron is a treasure.
Dude, she is a treasure, but it's become very obvious she needs to get laid. She has this pent up sexual aggression and frustration.
Can I just say that I don't like, I get into when characters win and lose and their importance at certain points in their career. And I don't care. I just want to see more. I want to see more Harley Cameron.
She's entertaining.
Yeah. In any capacity whatsoever.
But
whether it's writing theme music, whether it's doing puppetry, whatever. Her on the desk. You can get rid of Tony Schiavone because let's
her and
face it.
Swerve could do like a co-rap or something.
Yeah, like he's halfway in the grave, okay?
She could do it by herself, remember? She's done rap by herself.
Yeah.
Or she could do rap with a Swerve puppet. Do his part too.
But you know, honestly, no, the best thing is that with Harley, it doesn't come off as forced and like contrived. It just feels natural. Like she's just that good at it.
Oh, she oozes charisma.
Dude, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I need a segment between Harley and Jay Lethal, both of them in character. Like Black Machismo and Harley.
Black Machismo, yeah.
I need
that would be a good gimmick.
Oh God. Don't put that on Ring of Honor. Put it on something that I can see and watch.
Oh, put that on Dynamite.
Facebook as like a backstage special. I don't just make it happen.
No, you gotta put that on Dynamite.
Yeah. So we got a fatal 4-way. It's gonna be Timeless, Tony Storm. This is an eliminator match. It's Timeless, Tony Storm, Thunder Rosa, Penelope Ford, and Anna Jay. So at some point, Timeless Tony Storm kicks what's her face? Penelope Ford.
In the goodies.
Yeah. Which I am hereby calling from now on the Clam Slam. So from here on out, it does happen again.
But if Tony gives it a better name, we have to revert to that.
Yeah, no, we don't. It's called the Clam Slam. Tony, I know you
Hey, we'll vote on it. Okay, how about that?
that works. That works. The Clam Slam is awesome. Anyways, so Megan Bain comes out because it's a fatal 4-way. It's Bloodline rules, which means anything goes. And she cleans house until Harley Cameron comes in with a
With a lit.
See if you can do it like a strike a pose, everyone. Justin, are you striking a pose? What was he talking about?
Just what are your thoughts on the 4-way match?
All right, I'll just
basically you're saying Harley came out with a lead pipe, cleared out Megan Bain, and then we went to the finish of the match.
All right, well, we'll get into what we think of the match. So this was good. It was cool because you got a lot of women involved in this match, and Toni Storm with a big victory over. I don't even know, who did she pin?
She pinned Penelope.
That's right, she pinned Penelope. Yeah, it was good. What did you think of it, EVP?
I think this shouldn't have been called an eliminator match. I think that's dumb because you run the risk of the concept of eliminator is you pin the champion and you get a title shot. But what if Anna Jay pinned Penelope? You're not pinning the champion. Why should you get a title shot?
Sorry, America. Sorry, America forgot to pay its internet bill.
So yeah, just call it a fatal 4-way. Don't call it an eliminator match because it doesn't make any sense.
Then yeah, you can just say, and the winner, if gets a shot.
If someone wins other than the champ, they get a title shot.
Yeah. What do you think, Juicy?
I hate these eliminator matches. I really do. It's what's next? A gauntlet eliminator match to see who gets a shot at the championship? I mean, come on. I really hate this. Just like Joe said, just call it a fatal 4-way, or better yet, have a fatal 4-way elimination match, not a championship eliminator. Just a regular elimination match, and if you're the last woman standing and you pin the champion, okay, you get the title shot. But come on.
I agree with you, Juicy Justin, because here's the thing. Eliminator match smells of desperation, which is what AEW is currently in right now. Your best talent in the world is in WWE right now, with the exception of Toni Storm. I'll go to the grave with that statement. Roxanne Perez is the future star of WWE. Let's see how they push her. Because it may not happen for a little bit.
It'll take 2 years.
Huh?
It'll take 2 years. That's Triple H's MO.
Yeah. So you have a competition problem at this point. Your competition bucket is low. And you're not filling it up. Where's Mina Shirakawa?
I know what's her face teased her today.
Oh, Tekla.
Mariah May put up a tweet teasing her.
Yeah.
And also, I don't know if you saw, but it's been confirmed that Tekla, has signed with AEW.
Okay.
There was a little spider that popped on the screen at one point.
That was who it was for. Yep.
We assume if Thekla is a spider. I don't know.
I literally know nothing about her.
Yeah, I didn't know anything to do with that. See, that's the thing. If you're gonna drop a little spider, like that's so inside baseball. The average fan is not gonna know about that.
That's super inside baseball because I consider myself quite knowledgeable, and I don't even know who she is. So
I know nothing about her. I don't know that she has a spider gimmick.
Yeah. I only know of her name. I believe it's from Mexico.
She's buff though.
She is buff. Now it's not been fully confirmed by TK, so at this point it is speculation.
It was confirmed by PW Insider and Fightful.
Sean Ross Sapp tweeted it out.
So, and speaking of Mariah May, I don't like the stasis that she's in. Cut bait and let her go to WWE. Well, she will be pumped up as the next Charlotte Flair.
Okay. I gotta go on a rant here.
Go.
All right. So the Righteous asked to be released from AEW.
Mm-hmm.
And Tony Khan obliged.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, you guys can go. I put this in the AEW AFW Facebook community, and a lot of people dropped the ball. Tony, no, these guys sucked.
Oh,
these guys sucked.
No,
just because they're original ROH guys doesn't mean they're any good. They're Dollar General Wyatt family. There's nothing original about them. Oh, step on my finger. That's so ghetto. What are we doing? Like what was that musical with the
Sharks and the Jets.
Yes.
West Side Story.
Yeah,
that's the one. West Side Story. Yes. Yeah, I think. If you don't want to be here, just let them go.
I don't think that Vincent and Dutch suck. I just think their gimmick doesn't mesh with Tony Khan and the rest of the roster.
Well, I don't think it. Okay, when I say they suck, I think that's a bit harsh. I mean, it's not a huge loss.
It's not. I agree.
I do find it funny that I made the comment that, Karrion Kross's new stable and coming in, he's already teasing it, even though I think he's just trying to help his friends out.
Yeah. All right. You know what? Let's go to Canada Dry. Your thoughts on the first match?
Well, which
we already did that. We talked. We still talked while you were rebooting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like,
sorry.
what are we talking about?
It's all good.
We just need to get your thoughts on it. I think you already did, but you were
I think we're all good. Let's move on to the next
segment.
For some reason, the commentary staff reacts a little bit too early, in my opinion. But the crew come in for the I don't know for what reason whatsoever, but for some reason they're in the stands. So out comes the Hurt Syndicate. And finally we get a less centric MJF storyline where the Hurt Syndicate start talking about business. In that process, Top Flight comes out. They talk about how they've been down but not out. They've been hurt, but they've come back, which is true. Both guys have served their time aplenty in medical in their careers. So out of the blue comes out MJF in what looked like suit pants, a wife beater, his hands taped up, and he proceeds to just beat the hell out of Top Flight. Because remember, last week,
Last week is that way or that way?
Yeah, behind you. Last week, Bobby Lashley thumbed down and said, you need to hurt people if you want to be part of the Hurt Syndicate. So that's what MJF did. He bloodied up Darius. He bloodied up the other brother,
Dante.
A main brother.
Gets into the ring.
Wait a second. Are they half brothers?
No, they're full brothers.
Was one whiter than the other? Did someone
Genetics, man, is just how
Milkman? Is the Milkman involved here?
I mean, it wouldn't be a shocker if they showed up on Maury and who's the father? You never know. Is Maury even on anymore? I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I think he solved all the baby daddy issues.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm closing this. I'm done.
So MJF steps in the ring, gets in Bobby Lashley's face instead of calling him Bob, and says, "I hurt people." And he leaves. Kendra, your thoughts on this?
I really like this. MJF and the Hurt Syndicate.
Yeah.
Now, tell me, guys, do you actually want MJF to join the Hurt Syndicate? Because
No.
I don't.
No, I don't either.
I think it would be horrible.
I do.
You actually want him to be part of the Hurt
For a
Syndicate?
short time. Just for a short time.
2 weeks.
I don't know how long. But why not? Like
a hot minute.
Before all the shit hits the fan. And
honestly, like he can be in there till All In.
Yeah.
I think that'd be fine.
I don't think it's even going to last that long.
Yeah.
It probably won't. It probably implodes at Double or Nothing.
But as of right now, I guess, but because there's no show, he can appear on Collision tomorrow night. Cedric Alexander can appear on.
Yep.
On Collision.
As of midnight, his 90-day non-compete clause is over.
Okay.
So,
keep that in
and
mind.
what's interesting is that now they got this lawyer with them now. All of a sudden.
Well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a second. Juicy, Justin, your thoughts on the MJF Hurt Syndicate Top Flight promo?
Wait, did Joe go yet?
Joe,
No,
you go
I
first.
just want to say, like, this did a lot without having to do a lot.
Yeah.
Like, just it's always great to see the vicious side of MJF. So that's all. That's it.
Okay.
Canada
Justin.
Dry covered everything else pretty much.
Hey, look! I just realized Zach Kelly's here.
What's up, guys? How are y'all?
Yeah, have you been there waiting long?
I just clicked in.
Oh, okay, perfect. I thought I heard a beep.
Okay, so who's next?
You go next.
Okay. I'm fully expecting next week for Lashley to come out and make MJF jump through a hoop to join, just kind of like MJF always makes other people jump through hoops, like Cody, Jericho, or wait.
Yeah.
Or did MJF
Basically
jump through
everybody.
hoops for Jericho? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you're right, but that's totally true.
I
MJF
think,
does make people jump through hoops.
yeah.
And even Bryan Danielson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I don't think they would should put this much effort into building it for this long if they're just gonna have them implode in 2 weeks at Double or Nothing, 3 weeks.
I think like we've discussed this on the show, that we believe that this is the rebirth of the Pinnacle.
I could see that. I don't think they'll call it the Pinnacle this time, but it could be.
Hurt
So-
Syndicate 2.0. The
Yeah.
white version.
I don't know, MJF, he can make anything work.
Yeah.
But right now, I feel like it's kind of running thin because each week, except for this week, has been the same thing. MJF pleading his case, offering stuff to, get the thumbs up. And this week, we actually saw him be ruthless and violence. And the whole thing, we hurt people. MJF showed that he could hurt people. He whooped Top Flight's ass.
Yeah.
So I think that'll help him.
Let's go to Justin. Your thoughts, my friend.
Wow. Kelly, Zach pretty much said everything that I was gonna say, and Canada Dry. Like Joe said, Canada Dry and Zach pretty much said it all. But here's the thing: I don't want MJF in the Hurt Syndicate. I don't. I really don't. No, nothing wrong again. Nothing against MJF or anything. I like his douche scumbag prick kind of himself. But he doesn't need Shelton Benjamin MVP or Bobby Lashley to be the prick that he is. He can be the prick by himself and get the pinnacle, get the new pinnacle behind him. Because, like Joe said, at midnight tonight, Cedric Alexander's 90-day is up, and
I was unaware of that.
And he can show up at either at Collision tomorrow night, or he could show up to AEW Dynamite next week. Either way,
Double or Nothing.
Or Double or Nothing, yes. Either way, Alexander is coming, and I just don't want MJF in the Hurt Syndicate, because why have him in the Hurt Syndicate if Alexander's going to come?
I'll tell you this: I'm 50-50. I'm on the fence, literally. Our next door neighbor was asking what I was, and I told her I was a chicken because I was on the fence. I don't care either way. I would love to see MJF as part of the Hurt Syndicate, and I don't want to see him part of the Syndicate. I'm kind of halfway through. I'm kind of on the fence.
Can I touch on something? This is the brilliance of this whole story. Does MJF need to be in the Hurt Syndicate? No. But it's been made very clear he wants to use the Hurt Syndicate to get the world title. He wants people to do his dirty work for him. That's this whole story being told.
And I love the pieces slowly coming together, that the FTR will help screw the Hurt Syndicate.
Yeah.
To get those belts.
Well, let's talk about the EVPs, or the founding fathers of AEW, as will be told in a new book called "This Book is AEW," or "This Book is Elite," or whatever they're calling it.
This book is all elite.
Did you see what RJ City said?
No.
I did.
He shared that post and he said, "This damn book got a graphic before me."
I mean, at this point, you can't give RJ City a graphic.
No,
I don't want RJ City is all elite. No, we don't want you, RJ City, to have this.
Yeah, I like RJ City, but
I like him, but he doesn't even all elite.
It's funnier to have him
Whoa, Justin just turned into a dog. Did you guys see that?
No, that's actually my dog in the picture.
That was that was some trippy shit, man.
My dogs are somewhere around here.
I was before we continue, I was actually unplugging my light so that way I don't give Joe like seizures anymore.
All right, JP, let's move along.
So the EVPs are there. They're with Okada. Okada talks about Kevin Knight. Calls him a bitch. Hey, what's new? I'll talk about Okada in a few minutes. And then the EVPs open up a door, apparently to their private locker room, which is now filled with the Death Riders. They walk in hesitantly. Marina Shafir slams those doors shut so the camera can't see what may occur or happen. Does everybody want to chime in on this piece of crap?
No, I think it's basic.
Yeah, they're stick teasing something.
Yeah.
I'll reserve judgment to see what they do.
Yeah.
It's going to be something for next week.
I got nothing.
So let's go to our second match of the night. Nick Wayne, who has been forced to wrestle by Christian against an opponent Christian's choosing from his past. Mind you, we're in Detroit, Michigan. And we get Rhino. That man is about a bag of donuts, a little too far into his career, my friends. This is not the Rhino of the past, and it shows greatly. But nonetheless, Nick Wayne prevails. Rhino gave him a good show. It didn't really do anything for Nick Wayne other than to give the great people of Detroit, Michigan a reason to celebrate other than living in a...
They were booing pretty hard.
Yeah.
They wanted Rhino to win.
Yeah. But Rhino takes the pin. Canada Dry, your thoughts on the second match?
We can't ignore the fact that Nick Wayne once again had a little struggle with the championship with Christian, and drops the belt on the ground to just like pretty much say you're a punk bitch. And his mom has to console him in the middle of the ring. That's pretty bad, but yeah, I enjoyed this. It was good to see Rhino. Yeah, you're right though. He's a little bit slower, a little bit more clunky, but I still want to see him kick Max Caster's ass tomorrow.
No, we better get a Max Caster gore in our future.
Yeah.
Yo, Max, you're the
You're
best.
the best wrestler alive. I love it.
I love it. It's awesome.
I think the funny thing is that he was laughing as he was saying it.
Yeah. But I like that people are chanting it.
Yeah. What did you think, Zach?
Rhino, the human cinder block. I loved Rhino when I was young. I feel like most of us probably did like Rhino, at least at some point. But I want him to get paid. But I think it might be time for him to settle down. I'm a big Nick Wayne fan. And he can turn chicken shit into chicken salad 9 out of 10 times. Tonight, I'm not convinced he did.
Yeah.
But the nostalgia-driven part of me, I liked the match. But I don't want to see Rhino go through the same thing that Sabu is currently going through.
Do you know what this reminded me of? When TNA brought in Jim the Anvil Neidhart to beat
oh, God. I forgot about that.
yeah, like that's totally like Jim was way over the hill.
Oh, yeah.
I drink to forget about that match. You are the reason why I drink a lot.
But I do want to say about Nick Wayne is when he comes back to AEW after the Best of Super Juniors, I expect the Christian split up, and I also expect him to be more technically proficient. I think he's going to learn a lot in New Japan. And that's kind of why I'm glad he didn't lose tonight to Rhino. That and Rhino can't go at a high clip.
Yeah.
But I think going to New Japan as the TV champion, because he's obviously going to take losses. It's his first time in the tournament. It could set up a big rematch at Forbidden Door between maybe him and El Desperado. So,
yeah.
And I'm sorry I went off topic. But, yeah.
Justin, go.
Yeah, there was no way Nick Wayne was losing to Rhino in Detroit, Michigan. And what Zach said is I think will happen because I think we talked about this last week on the show that when Nick Wayne comes back, they're gonna continue the story of Christian and Nick Wayne like doing a tease of a breakup because come on, heel Christian is the best, but my only question is is Nick Wayne gonna be the face in all this?
I think so.
Yeah. Can't make Christian a face. Not at this point.
Maybe if him and
not yet.
Copeland get back together.
Not yet. It's going to happen.
Yeah. When him and Copeland get back together, maybe.
Let's Joe, did you want to say something? Because I want to say something.
Yeah, I think my most interesting thing is the fact that Nick Wayne used the unprettier or the kill switch.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I've noticed this the last couple of weeks, AEW has gone back to protecting their finishers, not spamming them 50 times, which I greatly appreciate.
Yeah,
Thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to quickly say that who thinks Copeland's going to take the name Edge now that it's not
WWE put in a new challenge for it.
Yeah.
But did they
Did you
actually?
need it?
The next with the day they it was dropped one day because they waited too long. Then the next day they put in a new application.
Here I thought that. Holy shit, that's so petty. Here I thought that this was a way to like maybe get Adam Copeland back in the good graces of WWE. Eventually,
thought the same.
But
All right. We get a collision recap of the 4-way, and then Roosh cuts a incoherent.
Thanks, guys.
See you next time, Zach.
All right, see you next time, brother.
Later.
So we get an incoherent. We get an incoherent Roosh who declares that Kevin Knight is the reason why you cost me $100,000. By the way, Sammy Guevara is $100,000 richer. Let's not neglect that. But it leads into our third match of the night. It is Mark Briscoe, Swerve Strickland, and Speedball Mike Bailey taking on the EVPs, the Founding Fathers, the Bucks, with Ricochet. Canada, you shall go first.
yeah, this was an entertaining match. Swerve just looks like a huge star at the start of this match, and he stands like heads and tails above like any other wrestler in this match. The closest thing are the Bucks. You had an interesting finish there. Swerve getting a roll up on Swerve, and Swerve all shocked. Swerve's got to get his comeuppance because he keeps on getting shit from the Bucks.
Yeah, double or nothing. He's getting it.
These guys are gonna get their comeuppance, and I love how I was just like, it ripped at your heart. Swerve lost again to these assholes.
Yeah, but I think it speaks to the way he lost.
Yeah.
Like it's not like he was beat down; he just got
and it was in a trios match.
Yeah, that too.
You go ahead, Joe. I'm done.
Yeah, I love this match, man. Like I will defend the Bucks till the day I die. Everyone who sits there and says they can't wrestle or they just do flips, like, get out of here. These guys they're fun to watch. They're entertaining. And on top of that, I don't care what you say, they make everyone else look great. Like, even though Swerve lost, like you said, like, he was the biggest guy in there and everyone sold for him.
Yep.
I mean, you can't really ask for much more than that.
And it moves the story along. That's all it's meant to do.
Yeah. The story is Anarchy in the Arena, double or nothing. That's where we're headed to. So.
Yep. Justin.
Yeah, Swerve lost, but like Joe said, it was in a trios match and not like a regular one-on-one match. So there's that. But yeah, Anarchy in the Arena is pretty much close to being confirmed. When? Probably double or nothing.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey! It's the sexiest man alive.
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
I'm tired, brothers. I just got home from Kentucky, and I'm tired. It's been a day.
Woo!
Hey, Rich. I know we haven't talked in a while, but I do just want to say that I'm really sorry that you lost one of your family members. I hope that you're doing okay, brother.
Thank you. I appreciate that very much. And part of the reason why I wanted to call in is I just wanted to tell everyone in the AFW universe, AFW galaxy, how much it means to me that everyone's reached out, all the kind words, all the well wishes. It certainly has meant a lot to my heart and my family's heart. So I wanted to come on and just say thank you to everyone. And thank you to all of AFW for lifting me up when I needed it.
What else are we here for other than to do that, you know?
Lord Ryan Rich, I love you. Get some rest. Just know that
It's Oh, it's time. It's time for Lord Ryan Rich to take his edible medicine and have a nice long sleep.
All right,
Nice,
Halo's up.
Halo's
nice
up, my
seeing you.
friend.
Nice seeing you, brother.
Good seeing you guys. Have a great show.
Yeah, Lord Ryan Rich going through.
That was nice
grief.
of
Yeah,
um,
grief's a bitch, man. Trust me, I'm dealing with it. Lord Ryan Rich is dealing with it. That shit's real, man. It is a 1,000-pound gorilla on your back.
yeah, and you know
Yeah,
that the AFW community rallies around people.
yep.
Like, I'm so proud of this AFW community.
Yeah.
They rally around people and lift them up and hold
Yeah.
them. Like, it's awesome.
Yeah. So let's go to everybody who didn't participate in the.
Oh,
I
I
wonder
was
if you
just,
wanted-
I was just gonna end it with like Millennial said in the the guy like Millennial said in the comment section. Annual Kidney Arena is definitely coming.
Yeah.
We just gotta figure out if it's like gonna happen in 2 weeks time or if they're gonna hold it off until like All In. To me, it like I've been saying for weeks, I think it should happen at Double or Nothing, and then we get Blood and Guts at All In. But that's all I'm gonna say to that.
I don't see him doing Blood and Guts at All In.
No. But it would be cool because
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm going to be there live, so that would be
Blood and Guts All In would be cool because no commercials, right?
Yeah.
Basically.
I was only saying that because it's in a big baseball stadium, so.
Yeah. So we go to Renee. She's in the back with Will Ospreay, and then midway through, in comes MJF, who hawks that you too can buy a diamond ring like MJF's. Probably not the same kind of diamond ring that MJF has or kayfabes he has, but nonetheless, I'm sure he gets a cut because he mentioned it. And then MJF and Ospreay kind of get nose to nose, and they kind of go off on each other, and they get a little personal. MJF mentions that Will Ospreay is slow. Well, Will Ospreay is autistic. Autistic people learn things differently than others. I know because I am autistic. It is sometimes difficult for you to process.
Now, let's clarify. There's autistic. Higher on the spectrum is higher, higher functioning. Autism.
It's called a spectrum for a reason.
Yeah. I've been, if I had to classify it, I would be closer to Asperger's than anything else.
Yeah.
And I feel Will is probably the same way. When you get nervous, you get flustered and you fumble your words, and that's when you swear and at times use the word bruv.
Okay, I looked it up. Do you guys want to take a guess at how much MJF's replica diamond ring is?
I'm going to say $5.99.
Oh, the replica one.
Yeah, the replica. So JFB said $5.99. Ken and Dry, what's your guess?
I'm gonna go with $6.99.
Oh,
Juicy Justin.
I'm going $8.99.
Whoa! Geez.
In the words of the great Bob Barker, you have all overbid.
Oh,
it's only $150.
Okay, so
it's literally
no
it's like zinc and probably cubic zirconias.
Okay.
I seriously thought you were gonna say the price is wrong.
Price is wrong, bitch. Anyway,
yeah, if it was $8.99, there better be some real gold and diamonds in there.
Yeah. So so they face off against each other, get a little personal. They MJF says, "I hope you win it all in," and blah blah blah, and they face off, and then MJF storms off. Canada Dry, your thoughts on this segment?
Okay, just the one beautiful moment.
Yeah.
No one is on the level of the devil. I'm Will Ospreay, and I'm on a whole nother level. I was like, that was good playing with the level. It was that was nice.
Yeah.
Which makes me think Will Ospreay is going to win the world title, and MJF is going to come after it.
He's absolutely winning the world title.
Yeah.
And,
Forbidden Door they're going to have him Will Ospreay's the world champion at Forbidden Door in the O2 Arena.
Yeah.
But
yeah, he's already on the picture.
yeah, I will say though, I think, and I know clearly Will okayed it, but for MJF to sit there and say you're the reason they put instructions on
that was pretty good. That was a good joke. And Will just had to laugh.
Yeah, how can you not?
Plus, you want to add anything?
I thought this was a great segment. I just love MJF in general.
Yeah.
Now, Justin, have you ever read the instructions on the shampoo bottle?
That's a yes. That's an absolute yes.
Rinse, rather,
and check out
rather repeat. That's all it is.
Let's go to Renee again. She's now with Jamie Hayter, and she's hyping up her match with Monet at Double or Nothing, in which case Monet comes in and attacks Hayter, and then eventually spills out into the arena. And it looks like Hayter chases off Mercedes Monet, and then seconds later, Monet comes back and blindsides her, puts her in her bank statement, or the statement they're calling it, and hurts her back, because that was what Renee was talking about when they were interviewing each other. I got one thing to say. I did not. Well, I got two things to say. I did not like this segment at all. It was stupid. It was ridiculous. It made no sense. It served no purpose to no master. Jamie Hayter, listen, you are proof that time machines and time travel is possible, because you are not from this century or this year. You are from the 1970s. I'm not.
She needs like a big brown Great Dane next to her. The blue.
He literally, like, you know how like George Best is considered to be the fifth Beatle, or the sound engineer guy. I can't remember what his name was, but where you basically are like, seriously, you got to change your look. Like, it's not working. Like, I guess you want to be different and you want to have a niche or whatever, but it's not working at all. Not at all. Cannon Dry, what did you think of this segment?
Okay, so I liked the segment after when it started getting physical. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
I loved everything about the balcony fight and just chasing her around, and then Mercedes Moné coming back and putting her in the, I don't know what's called, the what's it called now? It's not the bank statement. It's
statement.
The statement. The statement.
Oh, it's just the statement.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, it's cool that she's finally having a sit down moment, but like, I'm just distracted by those pants. Like, this gimmick is, she needs a diff. Like, this gimmick is not good.
Yeah,
I agree.
Joe,
someone needs to tell Jamie Hayter, just because Mercedes made a joke about freaking Daphne doesn't mean you need to go full bore into it.
She's the missing. She's the missing.
She even had the tie thing.
She had the ascot and everything. Like,
isn't that more Fred's thing?
She's a George Best of Scooby Doo. She was in the original pilot, and they killed her off because nobody liked her. She didn't test well, so they killed her off.
Yeah, like, I agree with Canada Dry. The brawl after was great. I am kind of concerned though, because Mercedes touched the trophy. We all know that's a big no-no. You don't touch the trophy before you've won it.
Yeah.
So.
All right, Justin.
Okay. So this segment started out to be horse crap. And then like Cannon Dry said, the brawl after the segment was brilliant. Now, like Joe said, she touched the trophy. So I know I've been saying for the past couple of weeks that no one is going to beat Mercedes. Well, maybe the trophy beats her, because now I don't think, now I'm kind of like thinking that she doesn't win at Double or Nothing. Maybe Jamie Hayter gets it, because we said it last Wednesday. If she goes to All In, she needs to drop a title before she goes after the world title. Now, I just don't see her going after the world title at All In.
No, I think we're at the point to where Athena is costing Mercedes the match.
Yeah.
Oh, you think that Hater's going to get the shot? Oh,
Yeah.
that's anticlimactic.
They've been teasing Athena versus Mercedes for the ROH Women's title
Yeah.
On ROH TV?
on ROH TV, on Facebook.
Yep. And Mercedes did say that she wants to face her again at a pay-per-view.
All right, let's go to
pay-per-view. Do we have pay-per-view for Ring of Honor coming soon as well?
I don't think it's for another couple months.
Dishonor? Something for Dishonor or whatever? That's the ECW one, right?
I think so, yeah.
No, they moved a bunch of pay-per-views around. So I think Death Before Dishonor is the Friday before All In.
Mm-hmm.
And then they moved another one to the residency at the 2300 Arena in September.
All right.
Okay, we'll see.
So we got Willow with Renee. Statlander comes in. I don't want to spend a lot of time because we're going over quite a bit. So, I mean, this is kind of a mid-card throwaway storyline of them reuniting to be best friends.
Yeah, I think that I think it should be interesting what comes of that.
Yeah.
This is very Unwillow. Like, Unwillow is supposed to be the lovable, nice one, and she's the one being a bitch.
Well, see, I think the problem is she got the script to the Death Rider storyline about like 2 months too late. So she's kind of playing catch up at this point. So we go to our fourth match. It is going to be your Continental Champion Okada. It's going to be taking on Kevin Knight. Before Kevin Knight can even get to the ring, Blanco Toro. Roosh comes in with Jalistico. They bum rush. Here comes Mike Bailey for the save. While all this shenanigans is happening, which is basically Roosh beating the living hell out of Kevin Knight, they cut occasionally to Okada, who looks aimlessly around like, what am I supposed to do now, boss? If you've ever seen the meme, or if you've watched the amazing movie Pulp Fiction, there's a scene where a very heroin-addled John Travolta starts stumbling around a room looking for the intercom, which is turned into this amazing meme you can add to video anywhere. But they, for some reason, let this match happen, and it went. And yeah, so Okada retains and Kevin Knight takes the loss. And Canada Dry, what are your thoughts on this match?
Before I talk about this match,
Yeah.
we're going to talk about the flower shop.
Yeah, let's do that.
And our special topic. Well, the flower shop. And you only get one.
Yeah.
You only get one.
Okay, only one.
What? Since there's this book, Being All Elite, you get one favorite moment from the history of AEW.
Oh,
in the flower shop. One. So you got time to think of it.
Okay.
Now, let's get back to the match. I loved that Roosh came to beat the holy hell out of Kevin Knight. This did a couple things. It gave Roosh something to do
Yeah.
on the show. And it made Kevin Knight look like a world beater because he had a really good match with Okada. But unfortunately, he went through too much to also beat Okada. So He looked really good in that. This match was a good match.
All right. Joe.
Yeah, I agree. I thought that Kevin Knight looked fantastic in this match. And I think the bigger takeaway is how much they believe in Kevin Knight for him to basically be in a two-pronged story.
Yeah.
For the night. Like, you have him wrestling a match with Okada. Not just anyone wrestles Okada.
Yeah.
And then you're going to go forward. Looks like he is going to be Kevin Knight and Mike Bailey against LFI. I mean, that's going to be banger match and a great feud. I mean, that just tells me how much they're trying to push Kevin Knight at the moment and Mike Bailey. So
yeah. All right, Juicy Justin.
I agree with Joe and Canna Dry. Love the match. Love the outcome. Kevin Knight just looks fantastic, even if he didn't win.
Yeah. I love the match. Regardless of what happened in the very beginning, the match itself was fantastic. It showcased Kevin Knight, an up-and-coming wrestler, against a very seasoned, known wrestler like Okada. However, they did not need to have this match at all. Period. Okada is barely on TV as it is. And lately, the times he's been on TV, he's faced off against Kenny Omega. That's the storyline. Kevin Knight is not a storyline right now for the Continental Championship. This was stupid. This was a waste of time. It took away from the main event. It took away from a couple of other matches. This match did not need to happen. Rush should have came in, bulldozed Kevin Knight, beat the living hell out of him like he did, and then they called the match off. And
or Kevin Knight just gets squashed afterwards.
Not even that. No, because that would have hurt Kevin Knight. That wouldn't have given him the credibility that he needs. I understand the strings from getting A to B, but Kevin Knight is not in this storyline. It is a storyline because you are going to unify those championships. It is going to be Okada.
I don't think Omega was there tonight.
It doesn't. He doesn't. This match, none of this. This just didn't need to happen.
I don't think it hurts.
I don't think the match should have started at all. I think they should have carted out Kevin Knight.
It was a good match.
And then the storyline now is Kevin Knight and Rush, not Kevin Knight and the Continental Championship.
Yeah, I know, but it was a good match, Jiffy.
The match was amazing. The match.
Yeah, I know. Why can we flush the match down the toilet? I don't get that.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I mean, it's a hot take that this was a garbage move in booking.
Garbage move with a good match?
Garbage move with a great match. Yes. Canada Dry, you go first. Oh, wait, do we? I
think I said my point.
Callis comes in. Don Callis comes in and rants and raves and challenges. I don't want to get into this. Don Callis be crazy.
Did these guys all talk about the?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we get advertisements for upcoming matches tomorrow night. Is Collision. Anthony Bowens is on Collision. Here's my issue. I'm angry about this. Anthony Bowens is probably one of your most pure wrestlers in wrestling right now. This guy is a technical master of professional wrestling. You split up a tag team, and Max Caster is the one who's getting more rub than Anthony Bowens is. Anthony Bowens should be on Dynamite. Anthony Bowens should be on pay-per-views. You need to push Anthony Bowens, and you're dropping the ball by putting him on Collision in a bullcrap match. why is Bowens on? Why is he doing this? Canada
I
Dry.
guess you're a Bowens fan. I don't think he's proven anything yet.
You need to give him the. You split up a tag team like you split up this tag team, the Acclaimed, and the shittiest guy on your roster is the one who's got the rocket on his back.
Well, almost feels,
the moon.
Well, I don't know if he's a rocket, but he's losing every match.
It doesn't matter. People go. I mean, the reaction that people.
Yeah, they're clapping. Let's go, match.
They are falling in love with the wrong guy.
But he's the more charismatic of the two.
Oh God.
AEW
is the real wrestlers wrestle. This isn't WWE.
Well, yeah, but essentially they're starting them at square one again. That's what they're doing with these after they split up the Acclaimed.
This decision hurts my head more than the Okada decision.
Listen, Anthony Bowen's gear is what are you, some space agent? Like, come on, it's too. What are you, Farouk?
He's Moon Max. He's Max Moon.
Remember Farouk came out of that blue gear?
Oh my God. Anyways, the Hurt Syndicate are walking through the hallway. They get interrupted. And I don't know who this guy is. Is this guy involved with professional wrestling? Is this guy have an advertisement on a park bench or a bus bench? Like, where did they find this guy? Well, he whispers in the Bobby's ear or MVP's ear. And then he's like, whoa, we're not going to answer the question on whether or not it's a thumbs up or thumbs down. We didn't need this. Bobby Lashley just said it earlier in the show. You don't have to reiterate it. And just grab some guy at the concession stand buying a hot dog and say, hey, throw a suit on. We need you to look like a lawyer. I don't want to talk anymore about this. Neither do you guys. We're moving on to.
I don't know. I kind of do. This makes me think the Hurt Syndicate's got something up their sleeve.
Okay.
Cedric Alexander.
Yeah, Cedric Alexander. Yeah. So, anyways, you go to our fifth match. It's Claudio Castagnoli who takes up a quarter of the time of this match just getting to the damn ring. I get it. Coming out of the crowd's cool. Yeah, like 10 years ago. Like, let's get it going. Like, he had to take an elevator to get to the point where he can get into the arena. I got up and made 2 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and consumed them before Claudio even got to the ring. And then you get Samoa Joe. Canada Dry, you go first about this match. Main event.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this match. These are two beefy men slapping meat. And it's a perfect setup for Beach Break.
Yeah.
You got Hobbs coming in with the steel chair.
Yeah.
And they're beating the living hell out of Claudio Castagnoli.
Yeah.
Just come up and which makes me think there's no way Samoa Joe was walking out with that belt.
Okay. Joe.
Yeah, this was another great match, like solid match. Like it's Samoa Joe and Claudio. Of course, it's going to be a good match. I mean, was there anything spectacular about it? I mean, not really, but I enjoyed it. It was fun, and good Lord, does freaking Powerhouse Hobbs look jacked? My God, he came out with that chair. He was just like, I'm like, oh, I am running away from that man.
Muscle.
I ain't taking a
muscle.
chair shot from him.
Juicy Justin.
Another great main event. I think this is like 2 weeks in a row that we've gotten great main events.
Yeah.
Well, next week we will for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Powerhouse Hobbs looks almost as jacked as Rusev.
Yeah.
Oh, he's bigger than Rusev.
Well, way better shape.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, 100%. And I think I remember saying last week in JFB and Canada, you can probably attest to this. I did pretty much say that I want Joe to win the world title, but now it's not happening at Beach Break, especially on free television. If they're gonna build up Will Ospreay to take that world title, don't have Samoa Joe look stupid inside that cage and lose like Gunther did to Jey Uso. No, you can. Hey, if Joe wants to tap out, he can tap out, but get Joe bloodied and everything, and have Moxley pin him clean. Don't pin him dirty. So
I think the Young Bucks are going to be part of that cage match next week.
Oh, like I said last week, it's a cage that everyone can get in. So yeah,
Yes.
that's something that's gonna happen.
You needed a roof, damn it, Samoa Joe.
No, it's weird because
Not necessarily, because AEW does a very good job of adhering to a cage match and there being no outside shenanigans.
yeah. But I mean, it's weird because Moxley and his crew come out, they surround the ring. Moxley sits on the corner, and as they are beating up Claudio, he starts hesitating because Claudio at this point now is just fodder. That's his job, is to eat losses.
Yeah,
For John Moxley.
and Moxley ran away like a little bitch.
Yeah. And that's bullcrap because you have a very strong, and I mean unusually, uniquely strong, physically strong wrestler, and you have him getting pounded night after night after night.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. All right. That's the end of the show, which means we need to go to the Flower Shop. The Flower Shop is brought to you by ProWrestlingTees.com/Adrian Adonis, because that's who the Flower Shop is really all about. It's about our love of Adrian Adonis, and that's where you can go get some of your Adrian Adonis gear.
And that's where we give our flowers to the matches of the night.
Yeah. So we do matches, favorite segment, number of bells, and then our favorite AEW moment. Canada, you go first.
I must assume I go first. It's like always. My match of the night, I'm going to go with the trios match. Just because it pulled me, it pissed me off. I'm like, that's what they want it to do. And I'm like, you got me, AEW.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I give that match the match of the night. Segment of the night, I'm giving it to MJF and the Hurt Syndicate.
Yeah.
The story's just nicely flowing there. With an honorable mention to Harley Cameron. I love her so much. Just like, she just makes me smile. If you want to give an honorable mention, go ahead to your segment. And my AEW moment.
Yes.
Was when Swerve became the world champion and beat Samoa Joe, because Candra's favorites don't win world titles anymore. So this is right on the back track.
Yeah. All right.
And your rating?
Rating.
Oh yes, my rating for this show: The Grapes of Wrath by Harley Cameron. I'm gonna give this. I'm gonna give this a 4.
Okay.
Solid 4.
All right, Joe, go for it.
Okay, my match of the night is as soon as Canada dries. It's the 6-man tag. Love that match. My segment is the opening segment is Hangman and Ospreay. I loved it. Honorable mention, I'll give it to Harley Cameron and Anna Jay.
Yeah.
The sexual tension is ridiculous between them.
You just want to say sexual tension.
They bring it up. The women's division is just full of it. Between Harley and freaking Tony Storm.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Yeah, here's the thing. Tony Storm is bisexual. She is very open about it.
Yep.
And it was really great to hear her last week say, I'm here and I'm queer.
But she's also married, so.
She's already married, yes. But she has openly discussed that she is bisexual.
Well, isn't her husband as well? Isn't Juice?
Yes. Her husband is, yeah.
Oh, they must have some wild parties at the house.
Well, they do. Okay. And then, God, my favorite moment. God, there's so many. Favorite moment. It's Probably Danielson winning the world title at All In last year. Like,
Which Swerve calls that the greatest match of his career.
yeah. It's hard to debate it. Like, even in defeat, Swerve looked like $1 million in that match.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm also giving this show a 4. I had fun. I enjoyed it. Thought it was a good show.
Yeah.
And it got me excited for next week. I can't wait to see that cage match between Joe and Mox.
Yeah. How many bells?
4.
4. All right. Justin.
Wow. I
Yeah,
can't believe
his favorite moment was CM Punk debuting at Rampage.
Wow. I cannot believe I'm gonna disagree with Joe and Canada right here. Even though Claudio got beaten down after the match, I think my favorite match was the main event of tonight with Joe and Claudio. My favorite segment, honorable mention first, the brawl between Monet and Hater. Yeah. My favorite segment, however, yeah, I'm going with the sexual attention as well.
Harley Cameron.
Yeah.
Do you feel the wrath, Justin?
No.
Oh, he feels it. I can
You
see it
feel
in
the
his
wrath.
face.
I feel the wrath just coming out.
My bell is 4. My favorite moment in AEW. Man.
You didn't think about it already? Come on, Justin.
Danielson
Yeah,
won the
but
world
Jeffrey-
title at All In last year, so that one I do agree with Joe on.
Oh, you're going with the same as Joe? All right.
Yeah.
And what was your rating of the show?
4.
All right.
Oh, we could have a mathless show, JB.
So my favorite match was the trios match. I'm normally not a big trios match kind
Me
of
too.
guy. I don't like that kind of craziness. Tag team is really hard to get into sometimes, but this was a great match. My favorite segment was MJF and Ospreay. Harley Cameron was amazing, but Ospreay and MJF, you're looking at 2 future world champions for sure. I mean, that's just the way it's going to be. So, with that being said, my number of bells reflects very greatly on how I saw that main event. It was there were glaring issues with the match itself was amazing and it should have lasted a lot longer. I don't like this Death Rider storyline. You just need to end it. And I want to see Samoa Joe win the belt so we can put an end to this crap and redirect it somewhere or just make it disappear. Like, do something.
Okay, what's your rating?
My rating is 3.
Okay. That's some easy math for Joe.
Yep. My favorite AEW moment was Danielson MJF Iron Man match was amazing. That was just pure greatness right there.
Also, honorable mention to Cody Rhodes and Brody Lee in that chain match. That was
dog collar match.
Yeah. All right, what's our cumulative score?
3.75.
3.75. God, that's easy math. Anyways, now we are at the end of the show where I give you the great American pitch. You want to connect with us and be part of this amazing
great Canadian pitch.
Yes. You want to make this community even better. Bring yourself to us. The links are down below. Get on your computer, do the clickety clack. Come and join us We have an absolute amazing community. We're here for each other at times when we don't feel like we have anything to stand up on. We are here to lift you up. So go there. Click on the links. You want to get a t-shirt like the one Canada Dry's got. The Sharpshooter t-shirt. The Keep Fighting t-shirt. All you need to do is go to one place and one place only. Temu. No, I'm just kidding. You go.
No, it wouldn't surprise me if we have some shirts on there that
I'm
ripped
sure
off.
we do.
Oh, we definitely got some knockoffs on Temu.
Yeah,
Guaranteed.
like Sharpshooter. So if you want to support us, which we greatly appreciate, because it would be really cool. You go to prowrestlingtees.com/effing wrestling and get all of your effing wrestling gear. We have some amazing shirts that you can buy right now. So that being said, on behalf of Canada Dry, on behalf of EVP Joe, on behalf of Juicy Justin, I am the almighty JFB.
The show's running long, so I'll keep it simple. Put your fist in the air. Put the devil in the sharpshooter. Halos up.
Halos up.
Now that's some effing wrestling.
Thanks for tuning in. This has been Tony Schiavone for the All Fan Wrestling Network.